24 employers and even more members of the Iowa National Guard filled the Guard Readiness Center in Oskaloosa on Thursday. Rich Kennedy, a training facilitator with Iowa Works, says the day started with a job fair aimed at helping soldiers find work at home.
We had 25 employers come in, and we set 25 employers all up at their own individual desk. We had job seekers come in, and they had to give their 60-second elevator pitch and then have 2 minutes of conversation before they had to get up and rotate to the next employer. Really good. It's a different facet, it's a different template, and a different lens to look through, because it's not just job seeker go around and stop at the ones that they identify as the ones they want to see. They get to go through and see everybody. So employers are happy with it, job seekers are happy with it. It's a pretty good format.
Kennedy says the day included training sessions for both employers and for soldiers.
Well, the job seekers, we had to get them coached up. We had to get their resumes printed out while they were here. The National Guard was awesome on doing that and helping us out with that, with the technology aspects of it. And then we just did a quick fundamental workshop on a quick pitch. How to, sell yourself to an employer and then finish up with a question. That was the job seeker aspect of it. With the employers on it, it was basically, hey, they're going to come at you, you're going to get started with a conversation, and then in 3 minutes, I'm going to abruptly stop the conversation. We're going to get up and we're going to rotate and we're going to put a new person right in front of you.
Sergeant Seth Fuller, a flight engineer with the Iowa National Guard's Bravo Company, 2nd Battalion, 211th Aviation Regiment based in Davenport, says there can often be challenges to both finding and keeping employment when serving in the military.
Sometimes scheduling can be a conflict. Make sure you get the time off in advance. Sometimes your employer wants to know, hey, why are you taking 2 weeks off in the summer? That's not your vacation. You might have a family vacation for the first part of July, but then have AT in the first week of August, and they just don't quite understand that. Going on a deployment, sometimes that can be difficult. I just recently got back, as well as a bunch of other guys here in the Bravo Company. But letting them know, hey, I'm going to be gone for about a year, maybe up to 15 months or more. They have to find someone to fill your position at the same time. They have to hold your position when you get back. That can be kind of frustrating for employers sometimes.
Sergeant Fuller adds that military members do have resources available if they are having issues with their employer or with finding employment.
But luckily, we've got USERA and the SGR. The SGR is really great at helping mediate any issues you might have with your employer during whether you're going in for duty for drill or AT or going on a deployment. Fortunately for me, I work for a USERA and ESGR recognized company that they're military friendly, so my transition to my deployment, coming back, and things like taking some time off in the middle of the week to come do missions like this, they're pretty understanding and encouraging to do that sort of thing.
Sergeant Fuller served as a flight engineer for a special flight for employers and community leaders on board an Iowa National Guard CH-47 Chinook helicopter. The 10-minute flight took off from the Oskaloosa airport before heading north towards the Guard Readiness Center. The flight passed over the Lacey complex before heading back across the south side of town towards the airport. For Ottumwa Radio News, I'm Nick Davis.